Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. What do you infer by looking at this? It is a book. The title of the book is Life of Pi. It is written by Jan Martel. What else do you find here? There is a boat. How many persons are there in the boat? Only one. And also there is a tiger in the boat. Now where is the boat? It is in the middle of the ocean. So in the ocean, a boy is left all alone with a tiger. So definitely it must be an adventurous story. The novel Life of Pi was published in September 2001. It was an international bestseller. More than 100 million copies were sold and the novel has won several awards. In 2012, it was adapted into a film. The film won Oscar award. Many of you might have seen it. If not, if you get a chance, don't miss it. Now, some more details about the book. The book has 100 chapters. It is divided into 3 parts. Part 1 is the exposition. It introduces the location, setting and characters. The location is Pondicherry in Tamil Nadu. And the family that is mentioned here, that is the Patel's family. It consists of Santosh Patel, the father, Geeta Patel, the mother, Ravi Patel, the elder brother, and Pisan Monitor Patel. Now, Pisan Monitor Patel is the protagonist of this story. He is the main character. So, he is the narrator of this story in most of the chapters, except a few chapters where the author also intervenes as a narrator. Now, coming to our hero, he is a lovable character, a teenager, 16 years old. He renamed himself as Pi because constantly he was teased by his friends in school. They call him Pissing Patel. So he shortened his name to Pi. Let me introduce another character in the novel. It is a 3-year-old Bengal tiger. It was captured as a cub. It grew in the Pondicherry Zoo. Its weight is 450 pounds. Like all the other tigers, it is ferocious. For 227 days, it stays with Pi in his lifeboat. About his family, that is Pi's father owned a zoo. It had beautiful animals and birds. The business thrived well for some time, but later it failed because the municipality did not support him. So he decided to sell the animals and go to Canada to begin a new life there. They went on a Japanese cargo ship named Simpson. So in this word, notice this word, there is a T spelling, but the T is silent here. It should be pronounced as Simpson. Okay, now what is a cargo ship? You can look at this picture. So a cargo ship is a ship that carries goods or materials from one port to another through the ocean. Okay, so every year thousands of cargoes ply the ocean and these cargoes promote international trade. An abridged version of part 2 is prescribed for us. Just have a look at the sea route. The cargo ship has to go from Pondicherry to Canada. It has to cross the Pacific Ocean. You can see the route clearly in this map. So the Patel family boarded the ship. All the animals were in the cages, they were in the cargo ship, and they were given sedation. Now what is sedation? Sedation is pills given to the animals to make them drowsy. So all the animals were safe in the cargo ship. While they were asleep at night, a violent storm arose in the ocean. Pi woke up. He was interested in seeing the storm. So he came out. He went to the top floor to see what is happening there. To his horror and surprise, the crew forced him into a lifeboat. The ship with all the other members sank in the Pacific Ocean. And all the people, the animals and things, everything was lost in the sea. As you have noticed here, Pi is stunned or shocked to see the tiger in the lifeboat. He is wondering if it is a dream or a reality. Soon after the shipwreck, he saw the tiger. But after that, for 2.5 days, he did not see it. It had been lying under the tarpaulin. Pi thinks of various reasons for its passivity. One is his father would have given sedation, that is the pills to make the animals drowsy. Or the shock of the shipwreck, the noise that it might have heard, the falling into the sea from the ship, then the terrible struggle to swim to the lifeboat, all this would have made the tiger sick. Water is the elixir of life. It gives life and sustenance to us. The irony here is Pi is surrounded by water and food, that is seafood is available, sea water is there, but he has nothing to drink or eat for 3 days. He is actually dying of thirst. His thirst for water overpowers his fear for the wild animal. So he searches for water in the lifeboat. He finds it, and only after drinking 2 liters of water at a stretch, he feels relaxed, healthy and happy. Now, Pi is sitting on the raft he has made. Why is he here and not on the lifeboat? He wants to protect himself from the animals. From the book that he got from the supplies, he comes to know some details about the boat. It is 26 feet long, 8 feet wide and 3.5 feet deep. It can accommodate 32 passengers. The words Simpson and Panama are written on each side. You can notice that the whole inside of the lifeboat, the life jacket, the lifebuoy, the oars, the whistle and all the other objects, everything is orange. Do you know why? Orange is a very bright color. It can be easily seen even from a distance in the large body of water like the sea. So, orange is the color of survival. That is why we find that all things, all objects are orange in color. Now, just keep watching. The taming of the tiger follows.
Trap the spirit faster than seasickness. Waves are most mine. You want? You want it? Still. Tom Richard Parker.
You would have noticed that in the beginning, Pi was terribly frightened of the tiger. He even wanted to kill it. Then he started taming the tiger using a long pole or sometimes shaking the lifeboat, whistling and shouting, providing drinking water and food, and such similar tricks were employed for him. Finally, he has changed the toughness of the animal. Now, Pi considers the tiger a friend and a companion. If Richard Parker had not been with Pi, Pi would have often thought about the drowning of the ship, the loss of his family members, his loneliness in the middle of the vast ocean, and something worse would have happened to him. It is the tiger that has pushed him to go on living for 227 days.
Sure, I was afraid to let go of the boat for a week. I was afraid that in 2 feet of water, so close to deliverance, I struggled to shore and fell upon the sand. End in some way. But he just stared ahead into the jungle. After a few hours, a member of my own species found me. He left and returned with a group who carried me away.
Pi cries bitterly. He is very much pained to see the animal going into the jungle without acknowledging him, without saying a word of goodbye, or without even looking back at him once.
I wept like a child.
So a story without things you've never seen before.
The last part of the video that you have just seen, that is how Pi is rescued in Mexico, treated in a hospital, the interview of 2 Japanese ministers of transport, and Pi's reunion with his family is taken from part 3 of the book.
That's right. Without surprises, without...
The novel, The Life of Pi, is a blend of zoology, theology, philosophy, psychology, etc., etc. The captivating story of Pi's journey in a lifeboat teaches about faith in oneself and God. It also teaches us how to face the ups and downs in life bravely and with determination. President Obama, in his letter to the author, has rightly described the novel as an elegant proof of God. So, never give up your faith, that is, faith in yourself, faith in your vision, and faith in a better world. This is the message for all.